Welcome to Science at FMNH, a podcast and video series that explores the behind-the-scenes science, collections, and research at Chicago's Field Museum. We continue our discussion with Sabine Huhndorf by discussing the challenges to becoming a successful scientist as a working mother.
My name is Sabine Huhndorf. I am an assistant curator of fungi in the botany department at the Field Museum. Most of the mentors that I've had have been men. I always had good relationships with male colleagues and never found there to be too much of a problem with being a woman in science until you get to a point where some of the challenges unique to women raise their head, such as, if you have a child and your demands of your family are strong and your family makes a large demand on you, you have to respond to that. And oftentimes your male colleagues may not fully understand that because they don't really have those same challenges unless they're primary caregivers. I mean, the woman usually is the primary caregiver. So I found that to be a little bit of a challenge that needed to be overcome. I'm lucky enough in this position that there's flexibility in hours. The hours that I work are chosen. The work that has to be done is set in front of me and it has to be done. But whether I do it the same number of hours every day or the same time period every day, luckily there's some flexibility. And so that's been helpful in being able to take care of my child and take him to school and arrange for different kinds of care. And I can design my research projects so that I am not the one that needs to do the field work. I have students that I've trained very well in the techniques of how to collect ascomycetes, and research projects are arranged so that they can go into the field and do the collecting. I don't need to be there. I've trained them. I can trust them to collect on the same level that I do, and oftentimes they do a better job than myself collecting. I've had some very good collectors as students, and so I've been lucky in that respect. And so it's a different division of labor. I find myself spending a lot of time on the microscope, really honing my skills as a photographer, taking microscopic images, and then interpreting the molecular data that comes out of our lab, and spending less time in the field, although I still love the field work. I find that my students have done a very good job and provided plenty of organisms for us to look at. We've effectively dealt with this challenge by delegating the work to other professionals, to my colleagues, my students, and